Yo, what is up, guys? And today we are ranking every single Blue Lock nickname.
Aye, aye, Mr. Straight-Laced.
I know there's a lot of great nicknames, so we're going to be ranking every single one based on iconicness and aura. Also, this is my list personally, so I don't want anyone in the comment sections crying, but feel free to leave your list below. So without further ado, let's do this, you damn egoists. Starting out strong, we got Kaiser, God's chosen emperor. Bro, this is the most glazed nickname in the history of Blue Lock. Like, what even is this glaze, bro? Just imagine the opponents versus Kaiser being like, oh my gosh, they have God's chosen emperor on their team. Like, the glaze is crazy, top tier iconicness and aura. So without a doubt, he's in the GOATs. Next up, we have Karasu the Assassin, and me personally, I don't think it's that great of a nickname. I don't think it's as unique. Like, assassins exist everywhere, but you're not finding God's chosen emperor like every single day, you know what I'm saying? I love Karasu, but I'm gonna have to put him in the mid just because his nickname isn't as unique and doesn't form as much aura as it should. Like, the opponent team is not getting scared after hearing, oh my gosh, they have the assassin on the other team, so sorry, buddy. Alright, next up we have Zantetsu, and I'm gonna instantly put him in Kuon tier just because no one wants to be known as an idiot. It's just negative aura. Alright, next up we have King Bara, and I'm pretty sure he has the most glazed nickname that is most commonly used in Blue Lock. I'm pretty sure people call Baro King more than his actual name. Like, the glaze is insane. Imagine seeing someone in real life and then referring to them as King every single time. It's actually crazy, but Baro's nickname is definitely immortalized as one of the most iconic and goated nicknames, so he's without a doubt one of the GOATs. Alright, next up we have Nico the Watchtower, and I'm pretty sure nobody calls Nico the Watchtower ever in the anime. I could be wrong, but it's not as iconic and it's not used enough for it to be in the top tiers. It is pretty cool though and unique, so I think it deserves solid. Alright, next up we have Nagi, the McDonald's worker. I mean, the lazy genius. And personally, I think his nickname is kind of contradictory. We have this lazy part and then genius, kind of making it lose a little aura, showing how you have all this talent, but you know, you kind of exceeds doing anything with it. So sorry, Nagi, I'm gonna have to put him... I mean, it is iconic though, so I can't give it mid. I'm gonna put it solid. Alright, next up you have Hiori, who is the sadist, and I'm pretty sure no one actually calls Hiori the sadist. It's more of like a self-proclaimed nickname that he gave himself. But I do think the nickname could be cold if he was like sadistic and like enjoying seeing the enemy team lose. But he's a sadist for like his passes and like some other stuff. But I do think it's not that aura, so I'm gonna give him like mid probably. Alright, next up we have Ness, the magician slash puppy. We're gonna go with magician. I think it's pretty solid how he's known for this magic that he's creating on the field with his passes and on people's ego, but I do think it's similar to Karasu's situation, how it's not as unique, not as much aura, so I'm gonna have to put him mid. Alright, next up we have Chris Prince, who is the perfect hero. I think his nickname is definitely cool, definitely has aura and iconicness, but then again, if you were truly the perfect hero, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be number 2 and also getting cooked by like an unawakened Isagi, so I'm gonna have to put him in aura because that nickname is still really cold. Alright, next up we have Chigiri, who is Princess or the Red Panther. We're gonna go with Princess though because of the iconicness. Everyone knows Princess. It's like on the same tier as King, bro. Like, everyone calls Chigiri Princess. Without a doubt, bro, no question, he's a GOAT. Alright, next up we have Igaguri the Monk, and I'm feeling kind of mid for this one. I don't think it's as unique or farming enough aura to be in the solid tier. I don't think it's as trash to be Kuon tier, so I'm gonna put it mid. Alright, next up we have Botier, the monster. I think it's definitely iconic. It definitely has some aura to it, but I don't think it's as unique enough to be considered in that GOAT slash aura tier. So I'm gonna put it in solid. Alright, next we have Saitoshi, Japan's greatest treasure. Like, this nickname might be on the same glaze level as Kaiser or similar. If you're the greatest treasure of a single country, you definitely deserve the GOAT nickname. It's not as iconic, but like, the glaze is so strong and the aura it farms that you just have to put him in the GOATs. Alright, next up we have Kunigami, who's the hero, or used to be hero. He's now like emo joker or something. But his nickname was definitely one of the most iconic nicknames at the start of Blue Lock. It doesn't form as much aura, but it definitely has that emotional attachment with the nickname. So I'm gonna put Kunigami in solid. Alright, next up we have Loki, the god sprinter, and his nickname is just cold, bro. If you have god in your nickname, it just instantly gives you plus 1000 aura, similar to Kaiser's. But it's definitely iconic, unique, farming aura. It would be kind of disrespectful not to include him in the GOATs. Alright, next up we have Otoya the ninja, and I'm gonna put him in solid. I know he's in the same box as Karasu with their nicknames, but I do feel like the ninja is more iconic than the assassin. Like, everyone knows Otoya for a ninja, but some people forget Karasu as the assassin and kind of know Karasu more of like Crow brother, so I'm gonna give Otoya solid. Next up, we got Isagi, the Demon King, his latest nickname given to him by Rin. I feel like if your biggest op gives you the coldest ass nickname, you're kind of doing something right, bro. Like, Isagi didn't even say, yo, call me the Demon King. His biggest op crowned him as the Demon King. That's just infinite aura, bro. So like, without a doubt, it's not as iconic right now because not much people know him as the Demon King. But you already know, guys, he's the GOAT. Next up, we got Adam Blake, the Gold Junkie, and it's definitely not as much of a unique name as others, but it's definitely still pretty solid. I don't think it's actually farming as much aura. Even though he's scoring a lot of goals and is known for that, I'm gonna put him in solid. Alright, next up we have Don Lorenzo, the Ace Eater. Honestly, arguably one of the coldest nicknames in the entire series. Like, imagine being known as a player that cooks, devours, and locks up your favorite player. Without a doubt, he's one of the GOATs. Next up, we got Kira, the Crown Jewel of Japan. Like, this nickname is some crazy glaze as well. But if you're gonna call yourself the Crown Jewel of Japan, you can't be getting locked off at the very start of Blue Lock. It is a W nickname, but since he lost at the start, like, that's just repping the country really bad, man. Also, we don't have any Kuons here, so I'm gonna put the bro in Kuon. Sorry, buddy. Next up, we got the Lickety Tongue Rin Itoshi himself, the Destroyer. Honestly, this nickname's pretty cold. It farms a decent amount of aura. It's pretty iconic, not as unique, but I don't think it's on that same tier as the Kaisers and Sais, so I'm gonna give Rin in the aura tier. Next up, we have Lavino, the dance man slash dancer, and I think what makes his nickname the coolest is the meaning behind it. Bro's called the dance man because of the way he makes people look like they're dancing every time he dribbles and crosses them up. Like, that's just cold, bro. We do already have a lot of people in the GOATs, but it would be wrong not to include Lavino there, so. Alright, next up we have Charles the Contrarian, and I'm gonna put him in solid. Just because it's definitely iconic and unique. Everyone literally knows him as a Contrarian and his passes, but doesn't farm enough aura to be in that aura slash GOAT tier, so I think solid's a good place for him. Next up, we got Rayo, aka the Nagi Glazer or the Chameleon. The Chameleon is definitely an iconic nickname, and I'm sure a lot of people know Rayo as the Chameleon. I'm not even gonna lie, I actually think Rayo's in the aura tier just because imagine being known as the Chameleon that can literally copy every single ability on each team. Like, that's just kind of cold, bro, so I'm gonna put him in the aura tier. Alright, next up we have Mr. Kasploosh himself, Cheeto, the Demon. Zesty Demon, Horny Demon, whatever you want to call him, Demon. But his nickname is definitely one of the most iconic in the entire series. Literally, everyone knows him as a demon that does the craziest acrobatic shots ever. And to top it off, he definitely has that zesty, horny aura, bro. It's a different type of aura, but that zesty aura is definitely maxed out. So we're gonna put him with the GOATs. And lastly, we got Snuffy, the GOAT, the Crowned Messenger. Now this nickname is just straight up fire, bro. Imagine being known as the dude that brings victory to every single team he plays for. Like, if you think about it, that's actually a crazy stat and a nickname to be known for. So what a better way to end it with one of the GOATs being our last. But yeah, guys, that's my Blue Lock nickname tier list. Let me know what yours is down in the comments. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.